Let's clarify.
Yeah. As my shorty, I don't need you taking all the tips. There's only one true tip you should be taking. You know what I'm saying?
Besides the point.
My fault.
You take the money, cool.
And my tip.
Keep it moving.
What it do, what it is, what it ain't. Welcome back to another episode of the BES Podcast, the best sports podcast in the world. EJ's out today. Yeah. He's feeling under the weather. EJ, get better. We love you. You already know where to find us. But that being said, I am here. To the right of me, the one and the only, your favorite championship first baseman. I don't know what first baseman is. Championship first baseman, all right? You're a two-time fantasy league champion. Okay? Hookah master.
Ooh, I'm getting there.
You getting there?
I'm getting there.
Your hookahs have been good. Yeah. No offense, they're still not Gato range, but they're good.
I mean, she's got practice, bro.
Yeah, I mean, making like 4 or 5 hookahs a night every weekend.
It's
type crazy. I did feel bad yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. I think I might have to buy like a hookah.
I might just have to start bringing mine.
I mean that too, but we definitely need a. And listen, you know why we need? I might still buy one. We got some smokers.
Yeah, everybody wants a pool.
Yo, dog, listen. Between the two girls, no offense, ladies, you guys can smoke a hookah
by yourself.
By yourself.
That's insane.
By yourself, right? I can too. I'm not gonna sit here and disregard myself. What I do though is I flip flop. There's moments where I'm holding it, and then there's moments where I'm like, all right, puff, pass.
Yeah.
You, my brother, because there was a point in time I watched you. I watched you last night. My boy had the hookah. He's played a feature, 4 moves go around. Right? Then the crazy part is then he gets in his bag where he starts thinking like, what feature should I play here? and he does this thing where he sits it on his lap, right? And then cool. What, the game's over, sits back. You sit back. That's another thing. You're playing like this, then you sit back and you're like right? Or let's say we lost and we gotta like shake it up and you're the one shaking it while we're counting it. You sit back for a quick second. Lap.
That's crazy.
And I said, nah, what am I watching? Brother, you had that hookah a good 15, 20 minutes. Before you passed it to anyone. And I think when you passed it to me, that's when you gave it to me and the girls was like, whoa. And you were like, nah, he hasn't gotten it yet. No shit, because Eli has had it for 15, 20 minutes.
Yo, somebody's got to let me know, bro.
Damn. But anyways, all that to say, I am here accompanied by your one and only Eli Ben Rice Vasquez. Round of applause. How are we feeling, brother?
Good, man.
Yeah,
I was autism tournament yesterday. It was a lot of fun.
Okay.
Very, very sore, but it was good to play softball again for a little bit. Weather was nice.
That's fire. Do you know how much you guys raised or anything?
No, but let me tell you, there was a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people. A lot of teams.
That's fire.
There was 12 teams, so it was a lot of fun.
That's a decent-sized tournament. Holy smokes, 12 teams?
12 teams, and they had a team from Puerto Rico. They were also nice. They came in, I think because my manager, his son works for the police.
Yo, my boy is so official, they got managers. All right, my fault. I'm cutting you off. My bad. Go ahead.
Anyways, he brought them in police SUVs. It was pretty dope.
Okay. That sounds fire, bro. I'm glad.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I played well. Come on.
And what?
And I played well. Come on.
While we're here, bro, let us know. How'd you do, brother?
3 games. I had 2 home runs. I made a nice Teixeira-like play at first.
Come on, bro.
I'm
telling you guys, this is your favorite first baseman. There's no way around it.
Yeah, no,
there's just no way around it.
I'm that guy.
I'm that guy. Cool, bro. I'm very glad. I'm glad that you're here, happy and healthy. EJ, unfortunately, you're not here. I'm going to assume you're happy and you're not healthy. So we're 1 out of 3. We're not doing very well.
Yeah.
In baseball terms, though, you're MVP. 333 is a pretty good average, all right? Before I get into it, guys, Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast. I've been getting a lot of more of you guys telling me, hey, listen, I haven't been watching, but I've been listening. I don't have the time to watch, but I put the Apple Podcast and I listen to you guys. And I'm like, yo, that's great. I truly appreciate it. And we truly appreciate it. Continue following us and listening to us on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify Podcast, okay? If you guys haven't given us the 5-star rating, make sure you guys do. If not, comment on the YouTube video. Let us know what we should fix, and we will fix it for you.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, we do have a BES foundation for you guys.
Oof.
So for our listeners, a measly $3 subscription a month supports the BES BMW M5 Foundation.
God.
Okay? Think about it this way, right?
I'm listening.
How much do you pay a day for a coffee?
$6.
$6, right?
Yeah.
What if for one day you get a smaller size? Right?
That's tough.
And or go somewhere where it's cheaper, or just make it your own. And out of those $6, you give us 3.
Yeah.
I'm not asking for the full 6. Now, if you want to give us the full 6, hey, thank you. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. Excuse me. Just think about it as you are just gifting us a cup of coffee.
Yes.
Okay? We would truly appreciate it. We love you guys. All right? Continue showing us support. We are going to continue grinding very hard for you guys and continue giving you guys compelling content. That being said, today might get messy. Today might get slippery, and we didn't need 1,000 baby lotion bottles at the crib.
Hey, yo.
Okay? That being said, we are going to start off with week 3.
Week Trey.
Which is currently commencing, right? Before we do, though, what are your takeaways from week 2?
There's a couple things that I've seen where, as we can see so far today, Houston is 2-0, but they're not clicking on all cylinders. And I don't know what it is. I can't pinpoint it. They have the pieces. I don't know why they're struggling so much on the offensive end.
Mm-hmm.
You have Soto, you got Diggs, you got Collins, you got Tank, you got Stroud. You're thinking like all these stars, but yet they don't know where to go with the football. So today they're playing and they're getting beat 21-7. I don't know.
Yikes.
And they're playing the Vikings, which I'm not saying they're not a good team, but when you're thinking about, hey, contending for a championship, you should be able to take care of the Vikings.
Especially when they no longer have Kirk.
No.
Who's their quarterback? Sam
Darnold. So it's very frustrating if you're Houston.
Sam Darnold is playing well with a top tier wide receiver.
Wow. The Jets.
Wow.
Just saying, Gino.
Quarterbacks playing with top tier wide receivers.
Wow.
I wonder.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Leave Joe Burrow alone, bro.
Just leave Joe Burrow alone? Yeah. Okay, my fault. I was trying to get somewhere. Yeah.
A decent quarterback with a good, I'm just saying, they go places.
I'm cool. I think the rest of the world needs to leave Joe Burrow and the whole overrated thing alone. Like, that's not... Yeah. Let's keep that away.
Patrick Mahomes didn't land freaking either the best tight end to ever play and have Tyreek Hill, one of the fastest guy to freaking be on a football field. No, he didn't just have that. And one of the best coaches in Andy Reid. He just so happened to have those pieces.
Would you?
I don't know. Is he overrated? I don't know. 16 nullified TDs.
It's tough.
Oh, or interceptions, I should say.
Tough.
Jeez. That is gross.
Dak walked into Amari Cooper prime and then got CD after.
Yep.
Anyways.
Well.
Shout out to the coaches, though. I am going to say this. This is what I took away from week 2. Shout out to the coaches, the real good coaches. okay, that come in and make a difference, i.e., the Chargers. Yeah, I know you didn't like that, brother, but there's a lot of coaches right now. Daboll's doing a pretty decent job for you guys, but there's a lot of coaches, or I mean, technically, Houston. This happened in Houston last year. New coach came in, really set them up pretty well. But shout out to this is Cooper again. Let me get that. Shout out to the good coaches that come in and actually glorify the pieces that they have on roster. That's what I kind of got taken. That's kind of what I got from week 2. I mean, another thing, because obviously my team unfortunately lost to this team. Aaron Rodgers looked good.
I'm not sold on them, bro.
No, I'm with you.
But they did look good.
But he just looks healthy, I guess. I'm gonna leave it at that. The way the ball was coming out of his hands, it looked impressive. But like you said, it's a long season. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, everybody does stay healthy.
True. There's a lot of players going down this year.
Yeah, and we're gonna get to that.
Ton.
We're gonna get to that in a second. Week 3, though. I know right now what time is it? We're already a couple hours in. We're watching your Giants lead against the Browns 21 to... Did you catch it? I can't see here.
15.
21 to 15. They just converted a 2-point conversion. So
this is so hard to watch.
21-15 with about a little bit over 11 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. There's other games going on right now, but what are you seeing from week 3 so far, or what are you predicting in the next couple hours?
I am. This is tough. I really want to see how that Saints and Eagles, how that's going to end.
Okay.
It's a very tough game right now. It's 7-6. We talk about the Saints.
Who's up at the moment?
Eagles are up 7.
Okay.
It's a very close game. It's 6 minutes left in the quarter. I want to see how that game plans out. Only because... Obviously, we see what happened to the Eagles last week.
Mm-hmm.
And, hey, if you run it, pass it, what if they should have done? Obviously, they have no timeouts. You got 46 seconds. How do you not run the ball?
Yeah.
Obviously, Sirianni was getting some heat for that. I want to see. Because in the East, we talk about, hey, is it Dallas? Is it going to be the Eagles? Honestly, it's just they're giving it back and forth to each other. Because obviously Dallas did not look sharp against the Saints. But look, we got the Eagles holding them to 6 points after dropping 45 points to Dallas. And I don't know if the Saints are a big deal, but this is a big test for them.
Yeah.
So to see them go against the Eagles and maybe pull a game off, are we now having to watch the Saints? They beat Dallas. They beat the Eagles. 2 contenders in the East, and then the way you beat them is it says a lot.
Yeah.
So kudos to the offensive head coach, who now they didn't change any players. They got the same guys.
Well, yes.
On the offensive side of the ball,
they don't have Thomas though. That's the crazy.
No.
Part. Well, maybe it's crazy, maybe it's not, but Thomas is not there.
Well, that gives Shaheed
New England.
That gives Shaheed some now wiggle room.
Correct.
Gives him more playing time. Olave now gets to transcend to that next level. And you got a guy like Kamara who can run between the tackle but also be a pass catcher that he's been doing well known for. And David Carr can now push the ball downfield.
Derek.
Yeah.
Derek Carr?
Yeah, someone who
all right.
No.
Or maybe Derek. No, Derek Carr I think is the old Carr. I think you might be right. It might be David Carr.
Yeah. And to see him now throw the ball downfield a lot more often, is exciting.
Tough. How do you think the Raiders feel about that one?
Bro, I don't know what they're... Devontae!
Yeah.
Get out of there. Please, get out of there. Just...
Nah,
it's a crap show over there.
Trust me, that is definitely a topic that eventually we're going to have to touch upon because I don't know what's going on over there in regards to Devontae and getting touches and stuff like that.
Make it make sense.
Other news that are happening or happened, but the Panthers end up benching their number 1 pick last year, Bryce Young, They are now going to who are they starting? I forgot who they're starting,
I
but
don't even know.
yeah. Take it away, bro. This is actually.
I mean, there's a lot of ways.
Let me start because I know you're gonna get into your bag. Let me say something very, very quickly. I do feel bad for Bryce Young. Like this is tough. A lot of quarterbacks. It's not just him though. A lot of rookie young quarterbacks do get into these types of situations. I posted on IG. I'm not sure if you guys seen it or not, but I say a lot of times that rookie QBs, especially rookie QBs, probably should take about 6 to 8 weeks behind a veteran quarterback and allow them to grow into that instead of just throwing them out there in the fire and just say, "Hey, here's the playbook, and we're giving you the keys to the franchise." And I think, especially the dumpster fire that's Carolina, giving a young quarterback like Bryce Young into a situation like that, I do think that's kind of unfair. But I also am going to say that maybe NFL teams should start thinking about not really starting their rookie quarterbacks, i.e. as well, even though he kind of picked it up a little bit, and we'll see how he does today. But Caleb Williams is also not starting off pretty hot.
Yeah.
But and you can argue a little bit that the situation over there is a little bit better than Carolina.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the situation with Caleb is because he has, like you said, he has the guys personnel.
Yeah.
Like you have DJ Moore, you know what I mean. You have Cole Kmet, so there's guys that you can throw the ball to. They got Odunze, like they have some pretty good talent there that he can work with.
Well, Dunze, I think, is the reason, and it's not technically. It's a domino effect. It's not technically a Dunze that's the reason why Chicago is struggling. I do know why, and it's because they picked a Dunze and not what they needed, which was an offensive tackle.
Yeah, and we talk about it all the time. When you don't have enough time in the pocket, it's very hard to get these guys like DJ Moore and Dunze with these double moves or extended plays to give them the ball when you got to get it out with less than 2 seconds.
For sure.
The clock is usually 3, but if you got to get it out in 2, good luck.
Good luck.
And we saw it last week. We saw it last week when the left tackle of the Kansas City, and they were getting to Mahomes early. So when you're not a veteran, not knowing what to do, or having the head coach to put you in a scheme to maybe we're gonna go to the right, maybe we're gonna chip the guy, stuff like that, and it's honestly it sucks to see, man, because when you look at a guy in the situation with Aaron Rodgers, obviously Brett Favre, he sat behind him.
Yes.
And then Green Bay does it well. Then they had Aaron Rodgers there
with Jordan Love,
and then they have Jordan Love. And look how Jordan Love is doing. Obviously got hurt, but there's high hopes that he can now transcend and be a good quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
I'm trying to just think of different. Coach, even you guys try to do it. You guys get Brissett, and you have Drake May sitting behind him.
Yeah.
And I know he played a couple snaps, but that's because obviously the game.
Yeah, the game was out of hand.
Out of hand. All right, Drake May, go get your touches.
Yeah,
which is completely fine. I don't see Drake May playing today. It'll be Brissett.
Well, Brissett is named as a starter still. So
yeah, so there's no change. He's gonna be the quarterback, and he's gonna sit behind him and learn from. Like maybe it's an organizational thing.
Yeah.
Like just knowing Green Bay knows, and so does the Patriots. Just teams. Hey, we got to develop. Your guy says it all the time. Tom Brady. They got to develop. This game is quick. It's fast.
Yeah.
I get it. They play at the highest level in college. They play. But these guys are grown men. It's a different speed. It's sped up. You can obviously tell Caleb's first game, and not only his first game, second game, they're getting to him quick, and it's like, what do I do with the football?
What's going on here?
So to that, I'm like, hey, maybe if we can get more veterans to be able to step up in that position, because it's like What do? You're Carolina. You get the number 1 pick. You get the quarterback you want, but you have no one in front of him to be a veteran quarterback. What happens in that situation when you don't have a guy that can be like, hey, I'm going to teach you the ropes. I see this. This is how I go about my business.
Mm-hmm.
What about if there isn't one?
You might have to go going. Like for example, the Patriots, something that we always did. I don't know if people outside of Patriot fans ever realize. Now, granted, we do have Tom Brady as a starter quarterback, so like, what really do we need? But we always end up, because he would just leave and sign with someone else, or we would release him, or whatever the case may be. The Patriots will always end up signing Brian Hoyer and just have him there, and that was. Mind you, Brian Hoyer, I think, retired at 45 or whatever the case may be. And that was just our like little veteran backup quarterback that whatever, in case something happened or whatever the case may be, we have him there. You know, it is what it is. You might, as the Panthers, you might have listen, Tannehill is not on a roster.
Yeah, that's also true too.
You know, so
you're right.
You could have signed Tannehill this season, have him as a backup if you still was on board with the Bryce Young situation. Now, look, you bench Bryce Young. You can have a veteran quarterback, Ryan Tannehill, start for the Carolina Panthers. Now you don't. You have to. I forgot who they're putting in. That I don't even know. I don't even know the backup. So you just have to. This supports your point in the fact that it might be organizational. They're probably just very unorganized in how they are preparing their players and preparing for the worst. I'm not saying this is the worst, but this is a pretty bad situation now because your number 1 pick is being benched and you have nothing that can really back that up.
Yeah.
And your team's already a dumpster fire, so it's kind of like now I know we're gonna get into your whole Baker thing, but let me
Baker Mayfield.
let me throw some things out to you real quick. There's very faint rumors, though, very faint, that Bryce Young, if Carolina is really not on board, might be a quarterback for an NFC East team.
Which one?
Take a good guess, brother. Yes.
No, bro.
There's faint rumors that in case things really do go left, that they're hearing that the Panthers, not the Panthers, that one of the landing spots for Bryce Young, if he's released or traded or whatever the case may be, is your New York Football Giants.
There's no way, bro.
Would you rather keep Daniel Jones or pick up Bryce Young?
No, I'm picking up Bryce Young.
Okay.
I'm picking up Bryce. I'm picking him up.
All right.
I've seen enough of Daniel.
You're done.
I'm done.
Now, what if okay, listen, because I don't know if you watched college football last night, right? Would you just keep Jones and just continue, like, you know what, bro, like, we just lose the game so we can get a top 3 pick. We can get Arch Manning, who played phenomenally yesterday. We can get the other Texas quarterback, Ewers.
He's good too.
Okay, I don't know if you guys really want to go the Shador route, but Shador is probably going to be available. Or, I mean, if he enters the draft, I'm assuming he's entering the draft.
Maybe.
You know, we don't know what Jalen from Alabama is really going to do, but if he has a really good season like he did last year, we might see him in the draft. You know what I'm saying? So,
damn.
Do you just keep Daniel and just be like, you know what? Fuck it, we'll just get another top 3 pick. Or you say, nah, listen, we got the pieces. We just need someone throwing it. We believe in Bryce Young. We can develop him and let's go.
Well, that's seeing from what we got from Bryce Young and picking.
Yeah, no, you're right, but
all these guys you just named.
You'd rather pick the next class?
I would prefer going with the next class.
Hey, I'm not mad at that. That's what I'm here asking for. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really a Giants fan. Maybe I should be. I don't know, because we're kind of on the same boat. I might as well stoop to everybody's level, right?
Oh, here we go.
No. I don't mean as a Giants fan. I mean as all you fuckers that be like, well, you live in New Jersey. How are you not a Giants or Jets fans? You know, I've said this. I said this already a couple episodes back.
Bro.
But no, I don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did think about it this week. I'm like, damn, should I just like not have a team? I didn't think about being a Giants fan. I just thought like maybe I should just like not be a Patriots fan because like. Actually, no, I can't. There's not a legitimate reason. There's not a reason. That's kind of like it is a low key a sore loser mentality because we were so good for so long, and now I'm just ready to. But no, but for that same reason is why like I can't do that, bro. These are my boys.
Yeah, bro. When we won 2, awesome. We suck. I gotta just suck it up.
Yeah, no, I get it, bro. I mean, listen, the Nets weren't always good before they went to Brooklyn. But yeah, man. All in all, I can't really do that to my boys. I'm Patriot till I die. You know what I'm saying? Unless I pull the whole New Jersey Nets thing, and I'm not really a fan of a team. I just watch football. You know what I'm saying? So Baker Mayfield. Yeah. So this week, Baker Mayfield has been in the news cycle. Mostly because of the whole Bryce Young benching. You know, Baker Mayfield, he sees himself as someone that's been in the same position, probably not only because he was a Carolina Panther, but maybe he sees that he went through this similarly in Cleveland. But regardless of the fact, Baker said, yo, hold your head up high. This is not the end of your story. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if this is what really sparked it or not, but then you end up sending me something on IG, if I remember correctly. I don't remember where it was. And we had a little back and forth. Now there was, I guess, misunderstanding of what
slander happening.
Yeah, misunderstanding of what each of us were trying to say. But I mean, that's pretty much normal when it comes to me and Eli.
Yeah.
But then you raised the case of we might be seeing Baker Mayfield 2.0, and we need to be giving Baker more credit. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm right. The floor is yours.
No, I think credit is definitely key. We talk about Geno hopping around. We also got to talk about Baker being obviously number 1 pick overall, going to the Browns, and obviously it being a crap show. You have Odell, you got Landry, you got Chubb, and you're thinking like, we're gonna go far. We're gonna make a push to the playoffs, and it wasn't. It wasn't. It was literally, we need to get him out of here. He's not our quarterback.
Yeah.
Obviously, we fast forward. We saw a glimpse of it with the Rams and how he did those last 4 games.
I forgot about
we
that.
know.
Yeah.
Killed it. Obviously, they got the coaching. They got the players. When you have those two, you can see the potential of what that quarterback has. We're like, all right, cool. Let's bring him to Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you got Godwin. Now you got Mike Evans.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter who he has. We know he's going to give you 1,000 yards.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You got Rashard White. Cool. Let's see what he does. Makes it to the playoffs.
Decent defense over there.
Decent defense. Makes it to the playoffs. Goes to the first round. Obviously, it was a debacle with the Eagles. Nonetheless, you beat the Eagles.
Correct.
Then you go to Detroit. And you perform well, but not well enough to win. I think Detroit had a little bit more than what they had.
Week 2, they beat Detroit, though.
But
I know playoffs.
That's my point. Yeah, playoffs in. But obviously, he's like, all right, I have the confidence. I've seen the schemes. I got the guys. The team believes in me. The coach believes in me. GM believes in me. Let's rock out. Now, obviously, they go back to Detroit, and they wax that ass. 2-0 start. Obviously, we know they lose today. They could not. Yeah, they lost today.
The Bucks?
The Bucks lose to the Broncos.
Oh, the game's done already. Okay.
The game is over.
All right.
They couldn't move the ball.
Tough.
Couldn't move the ball. They I want to say Mike Evans had 4 targets, 2 catches.
Okay.
Godwin got majority of the work with maybe 7 catches.
Okay.
Could not run the ball.
And you said who's the running back? White.
They got White who maybe ran the ball 5 or 6 times, 20 yards. Bucky Irvin did have a nice run for 32.
Okay.
But not much. Not much. It was a lot of 3 and outs. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, hey, but I do believe in Baker. I do believe he deserves a lot of credit from coming down, being number 1 pick. You drop down basically flat on your face, and then you come out and show out like, hey, I do got it. I was just not put in the right spot. I'm in the right spot, and I'm going to show you now what I could do.
Yeah.
So, kudos to you.
Tough. Now, do you want to bring up, I know we went kind of crazy on Saturday or Friday night, right? Friday night. We kind of been back and forth throughout the week. Do you want to bring up your Baker Mayfield first round pick? Do you want to leave that maybe for EJ here? Or do you just want to leave that alone?
I think we can leave it with E because it's something. We can bring it up now.
Okay.
Maybe in the comments. This would be great. In the comments, let me know if you have seen a number 1 overall pick in basketball, in football, who has underperformed, not played to their expectations, fell flat on their face, and then has come up and brought themselves and elevated themselves to a contention of playoff stature. You've made or exceeded, hey, I'm not a scrub. I was just put in a bad spot. And for me, I thought of Baker Mayfield as the only one in my mind that has the number 1 overall, complete garbage in Cleveland, and now has made himself a statement in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let me know if you can go ahead and name a number 1 overall pick who has been basura, garbage, hot Cheetos, and then now is making a name for themselves where, hey, put some respect on their name. In the comments, let us know.
Just to clear things up, by performance, an injury does not count.
Injuries don't count.
Okay.
We talked about it. I think Michael Vick was number 1.
Yeah.
His point. He was very skilled.
Yeah. Okay.
Obviously, by wins, it didn't come out to be that way. But boy,
and correct me if I'm wrong, guys. You can also, it doesn't have to just stay with football. You can, if it's MLB, which we already went through, it's going to be very difficult. Unless I know there's going to be someone that might find someone. Someone's going to research it because we try to do it off the top of our heads, and we're not cases like that. We rather try to do that and not look it up. But anyways, basketball, hockey, whatever sport it is, if you could find, like he said, a number 1 pick that just started off bad and then had a renaissance and became a playoff contending player/team, like you said, let us know in the comments below. Because we deep dived on Friday night, and it was a spicy conversation.
Yeah,
it was an enjoyable conversation.
Yeah,
I think so. Moving on, we're gonna stay with the NFL though. Eli, you are one of our health guys here, along with EJ. What is going on in the NFL? Why do I have a Pro Bowl team on the injury reserves list?
Dude, it's the ramp up of not playing. Dude, we said this, what?
Not playing what though?
Not playing football. Dude, how are you not playing in the preseason games, bro? How are we not playing?
I think we said this last year, right?
We did. And they want to shorten it? Dude, they need
when I saw that, I was like, no. Now, I know I'm cutting you off, sorry. I think Goodell did say that one of the incentives is to have the starters actually play and not sit on the sidelines because the preseason is what, 3-4 weeks?
Yeah.
And normally they only play 1, if that. So I think he was like, if it's a shorter preseason and maybe we'll add one game or what he said, an extra bye. I forgot what he actually said on what they're going to do with the weeks. Then it's probably going to force players, especially the starters or the first strings, to be like, man, I'm going to need these reps. So
we just see it continuously happen.
yeah,
it just happens.
uh-huh.
You got guys like Debo, McCaffrey, Kittle. Who else? Cooper Kupp. There's Nakua.
That's a long list, bro.
There's Ingram. Like, there's just a lot of guys. Njoku. There's so many guys that are just hurt. Hamstring. You got Higgins, hamstring. AJ Brown. Like, there's just so many guys. You just name them off and ramble off, and you're like, damn. I just think they need to get more reps. You can't play that type of speed. We already talked about how physical and how fast the game is. There's no way you're going to just play within the pads. Yeah, you're running routes, but you know you're not running it at 100.
Right.
And then you go game speed against dudes that, hey, they're aggressive. And you go out there and get hurt. Where were the 100 reps in the game? Maybe not 100. But if you play at least 2 of the games, you've already got a lick or a taste of it.
Yeah.
You're prepared, but you're only playing a quarter. That means you're probably playing 3 downs, and you're done. You're sitting. So what really did you do in that game?
Nothing. Absolutely none.
Nothing.
And I think that also goes to they're not really injured, but probably players that are not performing very well. And I think the one guy that really comes out on my mind, I can't speak right now, I'm so sorry, is Jamar Chase. And now a lot of it had to do is not that he chose, technically he did, but it's not that, it's contract situation, so he was holding out and stuff like that. But even with that, because CD had contract situations, and CD, even though he held out for like a week, still showed up with 2-3 weeks left of preseason, got those reps in. Not saying that the Cowboys look like Super Bowl contending freaking because they got blown out first game at home, but CD and Dak look like they're on week 3 terms instead of week 0. You know what I'm saying? So, to amplify your point, I also feel like, listen, I know it's a long season and I get it, but sometimes those early games mean something in the sense of getting those reps in, making sure you guys get to that final personnel of like, oh, you know what, this might be this is the starting lineup or whatever the case may be that we need to roll out. Every game should, if you are a playoff contending team, mean something to you. You can't just throw away the first 2-3 weeks because like, my starters they're just warming up. It's no, like we're not we, but the NFL is paying you guys a buku amount of money for you guys to just go out there and treat it like
nothing,
a regular Sunday afternoon. You know what I'm saying? Hall of Famers, potential Hall of Famers. Not sure if you and EJ have heard, but the list of the newly qualifying players to enter the Hall of Fame has come out. NFL.
Oh, they're gross when it comes to Hall of Fame.
Your boy has entered his first year of eligibility to become a NFL Hall of Famer. Do you think Eli Manning is first ballot? Or are we going to see him kind of eat a couple years before that?
I think he's a Hall of Famer. I don't know if he's first ballot.
Okay.
And it's tough because I'm a Giants fan. And it's crazy how, for football, when they bring up a quarterback, they bring up wins.
Right.
And I don't know if you know this, but Eli Manning's record is probably dead on even. The amount of wins he got is the amount of losses he got. For me, he's a Hall of Famer. For everyone else, it's like, bro, they always go to the stats. They never want to go to what did you do. And I always bring up, bro, he's got 2. He's got 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
He's beat him twice.
Right.
Not one, but twice. And we talk about, all right, how about his performance? I'm like, when it matters most, he showed up. And when we talk about fourth quarter, look this up, he's second. And fourth quarter drives, down. Who's
number one?
Tom Brady.
Oh, I actually, that wasn't me being.
Oh.
I actually didn't know.
No, yeah. I used to get geeked up when I would see Eli Manning, 1:30, so confident. Okay. I'm like, oh, he's going to get it done.
Yeah.
Gets it done. Meanwhile, best believe, I saw the memes. I believe in the memes. The dude doesn't move. Like, he's going to get tackled. He's going to get sacked. He's going to have that stupid-ass face. Like,
I mean, he moved pretty well in that first Super Bowl.
Well, Poppy, when that adrenaline going,
yeah,
and
I get it.
Do or die. But nonetheless, I think he's done enough to get in, especially how football does their Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. And I'm not. There's no knock on how they do their Hall of Fame. I just feel like he's just done enough to get in.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to. I mean, it would be. EJ, I know you're under the weather. It would be kind of cool if you were here to answer this as well. I would like to know because I feel like EJ would throw a curveball in there.
Yeah.
Like a nice little monkey wrench to us. But regardless of the fact, now I did look at the list. There is a lot of Patriots on that list, but come on. As
not surprising.
Yeah. It's regular schedule programming over here. You know what I'm saying? Bro, let me ask you a question.
Let me hear it.
Do you trim your boys before you get into extracurricular activities, or do you kind of just like leave it alone?
What?
I'm being better.
Yo, how you just gonna smack me with that, and that's not even on the board?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Listen, I'm throwing you a monkey wrench. Now what?
All right, well, put that wrench over there.
You don't want none of this? You don't want none of this wrench right here?
No.
That sounded crazy.
Yeah.
Not even gonna hold you. That sounded kind of nuts, brother.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I think
this planned?
No, bro. We already spoke about this. I'm just messing you up, bro. I'm pretty sure we already spoke about this a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah.
This guy, bro.
I am gonna ask you. This is an actual question. I was just trying to get you. Okay, this is an actual question. What would you consider cheating?
Bro. My freaking TikTok feed is gross.
That's why I'm asking you. Bro. You sent me that clip, and it sparked up a question.
Bro.
What do you consider? Is there... Okay, first, let's start here. Is there something that you think that you would consider cheating that maybe me or whatever the consensus will be like, bro, I think you're bugging out. Like, I don't even think that's that serious. But to Eli, you're like, nah, my girls can't do that.
It's tough. Like, for me... And this is because I don't want to sound like a hypocrite. Like if I'm gonna want this to happen, or if something's gonna be given to me, because I thought that was a great scenario. Dude got Starbucks, and we all know I love Starbucks. So if some random shorty like, or maybe their works there's like, hey, this one's on me, like, I'm taking it. I'm like, Brody, I'm taking my $6. Like, thank you so much. Appreciate you. And I might go back.
Now, he didn't have to do that. Hey, the girls are getting into situations with Eli. He wouldn't have to do that if you just give us those $6 monthly here on Apple Podcasts or Spotify Podcasts. I'm just saying, bro. Just support
that is true.
The BES Beamer M5 Foundation. Come on, bro. Like,
but then you, on the opposite side, you'll have, hey, I just received $300 to go get my hair done and my nails done.
That's what it was?
No, I'm just throwing that out there.
Oh.
It was like $300 tip. Hey, let me know when it's slow. I'll come in tomorrow.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you now because when I watched the video, it didn't really process. Like, I was just like, oh shit,
Yeah, she was.
Because all I processed was like, oh, the guy thought she was cute and just gave her an extra tip. Now, actually, no, what happened after that is kind of foul. I'm not gonna lie. But because she ended up
giving the number.
She technically gave the number without giving the number, yeah. Because the guy gave the number talking about text me. Yeah. And being that she went and texted him, you're giving the number. Yeah. You're opening that door now. Yeah. Yeah.
So my thing is,
cool. At the moment I wasn't processing because I was trying to, I was dead.
But my thing is, right, that happens, I'm okay. You want to take the $300?
Okay.
Cool.
Kudos.
You're at work. Take all the tips.
Yeah. Pause. Don't take all the tips. Money tips. I don't want no.
Let's clarify.
Yeah. As my shorty, I don't need you taking all the tips. There's only one true tip you should be taking. You know what I'm saying?
Besides the point.
My fault.
You take the money, cool.
And my tip.
Keep it moving.
Okay.
Don't take the number. I feel like if you go ahead, exchange numbers, it's Snapchat and Instagram. Now you're getting into a gray area. It's not like, no. Cut it out. For what? You just met him. What's the need?
Maybe she wanted more 300. I don't know, bro. First of all, I'm not justifying it. No. He
said, if I'm getting the money, keep it coming.
I mean, what the boy said, he was like, oh, let me get half. Because,
But that's what bro, that's what I'm saying. So old boy's like, yo, all right, cool. Give me half. You don't even got to give me half. Give me $6. Let me get coffee. Like, that's your money. You got a tip. Cool. Yeah. I'll take $6. You take the rest. But then don't get mad at me that I go to Starbucks and Shorty's like, hey, I got you on this one. I shouldn't. I was hot. I was working. Yeah. Busting my ass. I get in there. Hey, Papi, I got you.
I don't think that's wrong. I have a coworker right now. Me and her. We just periodically, like, every week someone buys the other coffee. So I don't see nothing wrong. It's not like she's buying me coffee and then gawking me after I'm done with my coffee. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
If you're listening to this, I don't think she does. She does here and there, but I'm sorry. I didn't.
But I'm just saying. Like, and then she got upset. Like, was she cute? Was she hot?
Okay, wait.
Like, come on.
So that's where I come in, right? That's where I come in. Because when the guy asked, it was like, all right, so what you do? Oh, I did this. Okay, and then what you say? Oh, I just said this and blah, blah, blah. All right, cool. He didn't even get through his point, and it was like, was she cute? How did she look like? What was her hair color? What did you say to? I'm like, yo, girl.
Quick with it.
Damn.
Quick.
We didn't have to turn into the FBI just because I said some girl bought me coffee.
Yep.
First of all, how about you buy me the coffee? Cash at me the $6 so I can go get me coffee, babe. Yep. How about that one?
She saw me working hard, sweating.
Yeah. You see me working hard, and I put overtime when I get home.
Hell,
I'm gonna get killed for that. I'm gonna be honest, nigga. Oh yeah, but how about when we cook? I get it, babe. I get it. You know, I get it.
You cook for me.
Yeah, because you cook for me. I'm supposed to just like.
I appreciate it.
But all right, yeah. No. Listen, that video. It was, and what was the crazy part is there's actually a topic that actually led into a topic that I wanted to talk to you. But you brought this up. I'm like, oh, let me, So, because the thing with me is. I had someone, I don't want to say her name. And listen, girls, you have the right on what boundaries you want to set. Okay? There's no rules in setting boundaries. But you do need to understand that two people in a partnership are coming from two different walks of life. Okay, so what you deem as wrong or right is probably not the same of what I deem as wrong or right, especially through experiences, right? Listen, there's been multiple conversations at a certain occupation that I'm at, and it's like, oh, well, nah, my man can't do this, or if he does this, or if he is expecting this, he got to do this. And then they get to me, right? First of all, I'm not knocking at any of what the people, because it wasn't just women that were in these conversations, men were as well. Their preference is their preference. Okay? It is what it is. But then the question got to me. And they're like, oh, Ray, would you allow your girl to go to the club without you? And I'm like, I have. We have a child. Okay, shout out to her. She's a listen, I know I'm not the only baby dad out there, but I really, really, really can't complain about my baby mother. She's an amazing mom. Okay. We don't really bump heads, which is crazy. We had to break up to not bump heads. Shout out to Jay, my bad. And yeah. And wow, what was the last point? But anyways, it I didn't have to do that. I'd let bro, you wanna go? Have girls' night? Go. I'll go chill with Juju and I'll see you when you're here. Me caliéntate, because when you come back, you know what's about to happen. You know what I'm saying?
I'm done.
And then they would ask me, what was the other one? There was another question like, oh, would you go to something about a strip club? It was something about a strip club. I don't know. It was like, would you allow her to go? Would you go with her or whatever the case may be? And I'm like, bro, I've done all of this.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm speaking from experience. So I have a cheat code. Now, I still had to say yes in the experience. Actually, Jay, I'm very sorry if I'm putting you out there. I've allowed Jay. I don't want to call it a date because it's not a date. That's very wrong to call it that. I've allowed Jay to have lunch with men. A one-on-one lunch with another guy. That was a coworker. One of them was a coworker, I think it was, and the other one was like a friend. I forgot what, but I know one of them was a coworker. I allowed Jay to do that. And people look at like, oh, you're crazy, Ray, blah, blah, blah. And this is what I'm going to I don't think I need to let you know, but this is what I'm going to let the viewers and listeners know. Bruh. I just had, once again, Jay is very phenomenal, okay? I'm not going to say was because we're broken up. That's unfair. Jay she's phenomenal. She's a great person. Listen, I know we bump heads and you have things that I'm just like, oh, I want to fucking strangle you. But that's just how dating goes. That's just how it is. Jay, the amount of times now, did I feel some type of way here? Of course, I'm a man. Like, if there's sometimes she went out and I'm like, damn, why didn't you tell me if I wanted to? Maybe I wanted to go out with you and acted like a girl today, Not like that. But I mean, like, sometimes she went to wineries or whatever the case may be, and I'm like, damn, you didn't ask me if I wanted to go. Yeah. But whatever, that's besides the fact. I know a lot of times girls like to have girls' nights or girls' things and, go. But I just entrusted Jay. Now, I'm also a knucklehead. I'm allowing you to go. Go to the club, have fun. If you want to go shake ass, shake ass. All I'm saying is, if you wanted to go shake ass, that's cool. You want to have a girls' night, that's cool. I trust you. Now, do I trust men? Nah. Probably not. That
is a no.
But the thing is, this is one thing that a lot of men don't probably know about their girls or they can't tell me that the girls do it. Jay, I'm not gonna sit here and say Jay, number one, Jay has game. So I still had the trust for Jay, knowing that, bro, you could literally pull any man in here if you really wanted to. 2, but she knew, quote unquote, her role. Men would go up. I've been told stories. Men would try to, hey, let me get you a drink, and Jay would just play the game. She would accept the drink. I'm getting free drinks. It's not that I'm coming home to you. It's I don't have to pay a drink. I don't have to pay for a drink tonight.
Go ahead.
Right? 2, Jay knew the limit. Okay, he's buying me drinks. Now, let's say maybe he's trying to slide his hand or he starts asking for phone numbers. Jay's like, buddy, I'm taking. Jay one time even told me that she pulled no, I'm actually gay. And then the guy's like, oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry. I'm backed up. Yeah, Jay told
pulling every card.
Jay told me a few things, and that's the thing is, I trusted Jay because you're a girl. You're gonna want to go out and have fun. If guys are buying you drinks, who the fuck are you to say no? Go get those free drinks.
Yeah.
But the moment the line starts getting thin or he's about to cross it, I trusted Jay to be like, Yeah. Cut it out, buddy. Cut it out. Now, where I'm a psycho is, she could have lied to me. And say, yeah, that's what I did. And that's fine. Lie to me. I still trust you. I still love you. I still care for you. I'm going to believe your lie. You haven't given me anything to not believe you. But then the moment I find out, en el nombre del Padre, del Hijo, del Espíritu Santo, amen.
Oh, facts.
All right? That's all I got to say about that.
That is a fact. So that is true. I mean, I learned that quick, man. I learned that very quick, especially being young in college, like being stupid. I'm like, oh, I like you, blah, 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 made it a thing.
Yeah.
She obviously loves to party. I'm like, yeah, go do your thing. Go out there. I'm going to do my thing. Like, we're good.
Yeah. Oh, she left the party all right, brother.
Oh, she left the party.
Yeah.
And then you just learn very quickly. You know what I mean? So I think I'm one of those, like, hey, you want to go out, do what you want to do? Go ahead. Boy, I'm on that same page. I'm on that same type of time.
Yeah, I felt that.
This is nice. It's sharp.
Buddy,
I like to put them to use.
You are. Let me tell you something, brother. You are.
I like to put them to use.
You are something. You're a serious. You're something. You're something. I don't know. Listen, I don't know your moves, but I know your moves. All right. Those that don't really know Eli just know that I'm a thief in the night. Yeah, he's. Anyways, plus, like I said, especially if you live with someone or you're like. Yeah, go have a drink or two, calientate, because when you come back, baby, I'm about to. Switching on to the NBA, I'm going to say unfortunately because this is our guy. Yeah. But we are no longer receiving Woj bombs, everybody.
Yeah, man.
Wojnarowski, right? If I'm saying that correctly, and if I'm not, I apologize. Has officially retired from ESPN as okay. First of all, before I continue, let me tell you something here. I was like, can you even retire?
I didn't know that was a thing.
Like, you're employed? I thought you were just like a source for the NBA, the ESPN. Let me not say that you're not employed. That's not what I'm trying to say. Obviously, Woj is. I knew Woj was getting money somehow, but to me, I didn't know you were an ESPN whatever I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that you were hired or employed by Disney. So when I heard that, I'm like, oh snap! What the? You know what I'm saying? Now he is going to be director or whatever the case of St. Bonaventure, I think it was University. It's his alma mater. I forgot, but he's going to be a big time thing over there. So the only problem is we lose the Woj bombs.
Yeah, man.
And
you wait for them. You literally wait for them.
Sometimes you don't. It just pops up and you're like, whoa, what? Yeah. You know? The issue is, me and my coworkers were like, all right, who's next? And I can't.
Bro.
Who's next?
Shams. I feel like...
Shams?
Shams.
Who's Shams?
He's another guy that throws leaks once in a while.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But pause. How big is he? Because I haven't heard of this dude. I paused it, bro. I paused it. You know what I'm saying? How big are you? Fuck it. We're already here. How big are you, bro? No? Okay, my bad.
Yeah. That I only know it because sometimes you'll on ESPN it'll obviously say Woj, but it says Woj at the top.
Mm-hmm.
In the bottom, when it's not him, it'll be slash and it'll say Shams or whoever else is giving out the news. So I only know him because obviously Bleachers Report is garbage.
They're gross.
Remember when they leaked? Was it Aaron Judge?
I think they did leak Aaron Judge.
Stuff like that. Like, yeah, no. So anything that Sham says, no offense to you, buddy, but no. So I don't know who else is going to be the predecessor.
Well, I watched rarely because I rarely do. I too if I could listen, I listen, but I rarely. I've watched what's homeboy's name? Oh my gosh, now I forgot his name. Whatever. I can't think of his name, but I watched someone on ESPN and he was saying that he thinks what's the kicker's name? The kicker that now has a show on ESPN.
Oh, McAfee?
McAfee, there we go. I was watching Pat McAfee, I think it was Wednesday or something, and he named somebody. I can't remember the name. But he named somebody and he was like, nah, I think this is Woj Bomb on steroids. And I'm like, really? What? I just don't remember the name. And then I saw something, someone said, Windhorse or whatever?
Yeah.
Someone was like, oh, we're just turning the page. We're going from Woj Bomb to windbreaks or something like that. And I'm like, nah, there's no way this is what we're doing right now. Yeah. Even though Windhorse was that guy for like LeBron news.
Yes.
Like, I feel like any LeBron news we got from him.
He was the guy.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know if that's something that he's looking, because I know he does NBA Friday night or something. Like, I know he does one of those things, but
Yeah.
yes. But unfortunately, we do lose Woj. That then leads to another conversation. I'm telling you, I had a ton of conversation this week. And I was like, oh, I got to pick my boy's brains with these pause. That's crazy. Best I already have it. Best sport year that you think has happened in the last 24? I know we're about to enter 2025. 25 years.
Best sport year. I feel like there's a famous one where there's multiple sports.
So the one I'm picking, I think, is a very mainstream answer, and I think it's the one that you're thinking. And to be honest, I'm literally only picking because I did my research a little bit, and I said, yeah, but nothing compares to this year. Like, there's nothing. Like, if you pick another year, it's only because you're just trying to be different.
Really? Damn, I'm trying to think.
I'm kind of allowing you because I feel like once I say it, you're going to just agree. Because I really do think this is the universal answer. But I'm just going to say it.
Go ahead.
It's 2016. And I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
2016 is the year that Cleveland came back down 3-1 or 3-0, whatever, and beat the Warriors.
Yeah.
2016 is also the year that the Chicago Cubs win the World Series, breaking their 86 years drought. Now, if you look it up, people are gonna tell me no, but it technically falls under 2016. 2016 is also the Super Bowl that the Patriots were down 28-3. Now, the reason why people are going to say that I'm wrong is because the season started 2016. The Super Bowl happened in 2017. But if you check, they use the year that you win, or that the season started.
Yeah.
All right? So that also happened that year. Along with Alabama. Alabama didn't win that year. That was the year that Georgia beat Alabama in the national championship. But damn, now I'm missing something. But that was that season.
Damn. I feel like, and you said the Cubs?
The Cubs break the
Cubs, LeBron,
the Patriots. And if you think about it, the series before the finals, the Warriors came back on a 3-1. And in baseball, I looked up, what was it? I think it was, so the Cubs won. The Cubs win. The Cubs also came back. The Cubs were down 3-1 against Cleveland.
They were also down. Wow.
Yeah, I think Cleveland won the first two, then the Cubs won, and then Cleveland won. They're down 3-1, and then the Cubs end up winning the next 3 games.
Damn. What a year.
To me,
what a year.
That's the one. That is the one.
Dude, because that Patriots, who would have thought? At halftime?
I took my jersey off.
Yeah. At halftime, you're like, yeah, scrap it up.
I had a Rob Gronkowski jersey. I took it off. I said, fuck this.
And if you're Cleveland?
Yeah, tough.
Down 3-1, you're like, here we go again. Tough. And then that run was just...
Yeah, and listen, I thought about it. Some people were telling me about... someone told me, what was it, 01 or 02? Because that was like the three-peat for the Lakers. And I'm like, okay, but what else does really happen? Like, that's probably the only good thing that happened that year. But...
When you got multiple sports having an epic comeback.
Come on. And no matter what happened in baseball, it would have been epic because you also had the Cleveland Indians in that, the Indians before they changed into the Guardians.
Yeah.
Also in that, breaking their drought, which would then give Cleveland 2 championships.
Yeah.
The city of Cleveland, a city that hasn't seen championships and I don't know when.
Yeah. So imagine in the same year they get 2.
Oh, yeah, brother. Yeah, brother.
That would have been insane.
That year was. Our last topic of the day.
Let's get it.
We're going to talk about baseball a little bit.
El baseball.
I know we have it in the last couple episodes, and that's kind of by default. I didn't really want to talk about baseball. But a lot of the top teams have already clinched their playoff spot. The first team clinching, not obviously, but obviously, the New York Yankees.
A Billy.
Soto gets a Billy. Okay. The Yankees have clinched. The Phillies have clinched. The Dodgers have clinched. And I believe the Indians have clinched. Excuse me. The Guardians have clinched.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't think, unless someone else clinched today, because I know some games were happening early, I don't think anybody else has clinched. The other news is Texas is out of playoff contention.
Wow.
Yeah, the Super Bowl.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, that was kind of crazy. The World Series defending champions are out of playoff contention.
Wow. Dunzo.
Crazy. Takeaways. What do you think? Are you excited? I still haven't ordered the hat. God, for those that don't know, I came to Eli's house.
Days?
Yeah, I came to Eli's house Friday. We were here chilling, whatever the case may be, and then I brought up, oh my gosh, I gotta buy the Yankees postseason hat. And since then, I have yet to buy it. I keep mentioning it and just don't buy it. And what's gonna happen is the money that I have for it, I'm gonna use it for something else and not buy the hat.
Nah. I don't know, man. I don't know, but I like where the Yankees are going. They just can't run into Houston.
Well, that's the worst part.
So
Because Houston, especially with the Rangers now out of playoff contention, it looks like Houston is definitely going to be making the playoffs.
Houston's gonna make it. But as of right now, it looks like the what were the Indians freaking Guardians? It looks like they face them first.
I like that.
And as a Yankee fan,
I like that.
You like that.
Sort of.
Bro,
What? No, okay, I'll let you go. Yeah, go ahead.
It's tough. Only because they don't have the pitching, but they got the bullpen. And they can start it as early. Cleveland. Yeah, Cleveland. As early as the fourth inning. Mm-hmm. So if they get up early, they have the bats. Obviously, they got Ramirez, who, boy, he's been hot.
Yeah, they got the Naylor brothers over there doing their thing.
They're good. And they got the bullpen to do it, to get them out of there, because Houston just they got our number. So if they're able to knock out them, obviously that alleviates us, and we, as of so far, have their number in the playoffs.
Yeah,
and it could be our first time in a long time making it to the World Series.
So that's kind of what I was talking about too with my coworkers. Is I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I only fear Houston. I literally only fear Houston. I think what it looks like right now is obviously we're in, Cleveland's in, Houston's probably going to get in. It looks like Minnesota might get in. And we own Minnesota. Yeah. We own Cleveland. Now, where I'm also afraid is, the thing is, this, you said as of now, and I want to add to that because, yes, as of now, we own Cleveland and we own Minnesota. But if Cleveland plays Houston first, that means we will run into Cleveland second round or ALCS, and that's where things could get shaky. That might be where Cleveland or Minnesota, which I don't think Minnesota will, can catch us, because we will win the wild card. We don't need to do wild card. We will win that first series. It doesn't matter who it is, except for Houston. Once we get to the ALDS or the ALCS, it's like, oh. You know, now we are playing well. Our pitching is doing well. Rodon, I think, right now is solidifying himself as a second starter for the Yankees. I think in the last, what was the stat? I think at 18 games, he's like 12-6 or something like that with a 2.78 ERA. Like, I think he's only really losing because of run support or whatever.
Yep, pitching well.
So,
hey, I'm just saying, might have to get a couple tickets.
Yeah, I haven't been to a Yankee game at New York. I've been to the one in Boston. I was supposed to go last week. Good thing I didn't, because things happened and I probably wouldn't have been able to go anyways. So yeah, let's
I'm down.
Let's try to catch a playoff game. I caught one last year? No, or 2 years ago. We didn't make the playoffs last year. Nope. 2 years ago when we played Cleveland, yeah, I caught one of those games.
We got to go. I'm down. I would be geeked up to be in that atmosphere.
Yeah, because I have to catch at least one in New York. I can't. I don't think I can allow a season to go without one.
Yeah, in New York, I'm Millie Rock.
What's Isaiah? Oh, that's not Isaiah.
Nah, that's I don't even know who that is. That's the backup of a backup.
The backup of the backup. Anything else in regards to? You mentioned something right now that I'm like, I kind of want to touch. Oh, Soto. That's what you mentioned.
A Billy.
Were you okay with Soto saying?
Yeah, no. Cut it out.
The whole hitting a home run in each.
No.
Okay.
But you know what it is about him? It doesn't affect his game. I'm just happy it doesn't affect his game.
But I don't like it either. I'm not here to justify it. But I think this is why he could talk his shit. Because it's like, bro, I'm going to talk my shit because I'm going to back it up.
Yeah.
And come, especially being that Scott Boras is his guy.
Bro. He said, obviously, throughout the season, he said some stuff where I'm like, man, do you really want to be here?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's fake or phony, because it does look like he's enjoying himself.
It looks like everyone is.
You know what I mean? So, obviously, they had the champagne. We're seeing, obviously, everything that's going on. You're thinking, even if the money's close, he's going to take it. But we've seen him drop deals if it's not what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
So it's shaky that he might end up with the Mets. They only take the max.
True.
And it's I don't know if it's gonna be how close can the Yankees get to the Mets numbers is the question.
We'll see. Because shout out to the Mets. You guys are on a roll right now. Actually, I'll hold some of those comments to myself, except for this. I can't really say this, but I can say this. You Met fans that are just coming out of nowhere just because now you're winning, shut the fuck up. It's kind of gross. But at the same time, it's only a few. It's just these few are pissing me off. But Mets fans, you guys are like Giants and Jets fans, where it doesn't matter what kind of season you're having, you guys are Mets fans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I do think that's pretty cool of them, and I do appreciate that from Mets fans. You guys could be freaking. You guys might have the same record as Chicago White Sox, and still go to the games and all that fun stuff. The Mets fans, they're going to ride for their team. It is what it is. But then there's a few of you that just bro, listen. I know us Yankee fans, not us, but us Yankee fans were annoying too. I think after All-Star break, you haven't seen me post one thing about the Yankees. No. On the contrary, anything about the Yankees I post, I'm telling them, how much of a dumbass fucking organization we are.
They suck. More of I
haven't had the Yankees clinched the playoff. I haven't posted one thing about that. And there's people, by the way, you know what? Where's my camera? This camera right here. Those that are getting angry at the Yankees for celebrating getting into the playoffs, buddy. Yeah. There's people, look at the Yankees celebrating like they've never been there before. Yeah, you're absolutely right, brother. You're absolutely right. But listen, we're the first team to clinch the playoffs, number one. Okay, number two, that's a very tough thing to do, especially consistently. We are going to celebrate it. All right? Number two, like I was trying to get to, sorry. Are you going to say that to every team? The Phillies been there before. I'm pretty sure they did the same thing. Okay? I think Milwaukee's the other team. Milwaukee clinched. I saw them go crazy.
Yeah.
Okay? I didn't see, what was the other one? I didn't see Cleveland. I didn't see the Dodgers. But I'm pretty sure they probably sprayed some champagne. If the Mets make it, because I know it was probably a Mets fan that said that. If the Mets make it, or do you want your team to go in there? Good job this year. No, bro. Listen, if you just tell me you're hating and I'll let it rock.
You got to celebrate the wins, man.
Brother, I don't care if I've been here 26 times or 2 times. I'm celebrating it.
Yeah.
We made the playoffs. And I think the reason why I'm okay with it is because I've told you this for the past couple weeks. I've had people talk to me, the Yankees. I'm like, I really don't care. My mind's been set in playoffs for the past month.
Yeah. Literally,
the Yankees could have won the last 30 games or lost the 30 games. And I'm like, well, we're going to make the playoffs. I'm ready for the playoffs. I truly don't care anymore. Wake me up when the playoffs start. That's it. I was locked in on playoffs. Okay, and now people are out here talking about, oh, look at the Yankees. Yeah, bro. Yes, this is a huge accolade. Shut the fuck up. It's kind of crazy. But shout out to the Mets and stuff. They are doing the thing over there. Atlanta. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing?
Selling.
You're just handing the Mets the playoffs. Let me not say that. Sorry. Technically, they are because they're just not playing very well. The Mets are earning it. That's not what I'm saying here. Okay, because I don't.
Nah, he's selling.
Yeah, no.
He's selling.
The Mets are, bro. Let me tell you, and I'm watching tonight.
Yeah,
I think it's Mets Phillies for Sunday night baseball. I'm watching that.
I'm not watching that.
I'm
watching Chiefs Atlanta.
It seems to be a thing for me though. I do like Sunday night football. Excuse me, Sunday night baseball.
Come on.
I don't know if I have. Oh,
don't let Baltimore go 0-3 to start. Don't let that.
The Ravens, by the way. What do you think?
I mean, yeah.
What do you think? How much money should the kid that caught Ohtani's home run get?
How much he should get?
Yeah,
bro, he should get 500,000. 500,000 and playoff tickets for this year.
He got offered 300. Let's say you accepting 300? Thou?
I want 300,000, but I want playoff tickets. All the way up as far as you go.
I'm greedy. They got that money. I better see $1 million.
I better see $1 million.
I'm not giving you this ball for nothing less than $1 million.
He said $1 million.
Nothing less than you could sell this ball for $1 million, probably.
You could. You honestly could.
If anything, either at your 500,000 number or more than that. So if I don't see that number higher,
we're not even in. We're not speaking.
I'll do the quick switcheroo, bro. I'll give you a fake ball. I'm gonna tell Eli to hit a baseball 2-3 different times just to make it look like it's used. Tell you that's the ball, and then sell the real ball on eBay and just make double the profit.
Oh. They're definitely gonna look for you, buddy. They're gonna find you.
Yeah. Well, if they do, don't disrespect me with 300,000.
Yeah.
300,000. That's why he ran out of there.
Yeah.
He heard the news of what they did to that poor lady last year or earlier this year,
was so
this
sad.
season. He heard that news and said, I'm out of here, bro, before you guys trap me and try to set me up on some bullshit. Brother, if you're listening, let's go with Eli's number. It better start at 500K and work your way from there.
Yeah.
And work your way from there.
Get to the bag.
That is all I have today.
All you got.
That's all I got, brother.
El Baltimore Ravens, do not go 0-3. Because I'm going to have something for your ass.
You're going to hear it from Eli's ear. My fault. I'll cut that out.
This guy, bro.
You'll hear it from Bryce. Well, that being said, gang, if you guys enjoyed this episode the way we enjoyed it, make sure you guys like the episode, okay? Subscribe to the channel on YouTube if you haven't. We will greatly appreciate it. Listen, we are one away from 150. A number that Eli just has been... It's haunting him in his sleep.
Just okay. Low.
Yeah, so one of y'all. And I watched the stats. 80% of our viewers are not subscribers.
Damn.
Brother, listen, do us a favor. We will greatly appreciate it. Please. It takes 1 second of your day. While you're watching, however long, because I see the stats of the durability. Some of you are watching the whole thing, some of you are not. But even the ones that aren't watching the whole thing, you're still here for like 2 minutes. In those 2 minutes, you can click the little subscribe button that's right under the video. Please, just do us the favor, you know? Like I said at the top of the pod, Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast, make sure you guys follow. Hit us with that 5-star. If you want to give us $3 per month for the BES Podcast, BMW M5 Foundation, we will greatly appreciate it. Or if you want to just consider it as maybe you're just buying us a free coffee, that's not considered cheating. We will greatly appreciate it. But until next time, gang, please be safe. We love you guys. Tell someone you love them. We'll catch you guys next time.
Peace.